template is full of instruments that I kind of use regularly, but I've got no musical ideas coming up so far. I've got nothing prepared. We are going to be making this thing from scratch, so I hope you guys are interested in that and keen to see what happens. I'm going to get straight into it because why not? Let's start with getting ourselves a nice tempo. I'm going to be going half time on this, so it sounds a little bit quicker, but alright. Alright, cool. I'm going to start off with some synthy type chords. I've been actually, one instrument that I've been playing around with a lot more recently is the Jupiter 8 synth, so I'm going to bring that guy up and we're going to be playing around with that. Just rename this Jupe. It's got some really cool sounds to it, and I just want to find Alright, that's what we're going to start with. Yo, what's up, J-My? Alright. 2 chords. Keeping it simple. I find a lot of my beats are just 2 chords, which is kind of funny. I'm going to drag these back so that they finish about on the line here. And I'm going to show you why real quick. And I also want to play with this sound a little bit. So it's got like this really kind of like attacky start to the note, which I'm not the biggest fan of. So I'm just going to push up the attack on the envelopes here. Sure, there's a better way to do this. I'm like really bad at these synthesizers. I'm just kind of learning synths now. What if I no, this kind of keeps it the same. What if I change it? No, it's the same. How do I just want to get rid of the fucking that like attack that we got going on up in there. There we go. Found a way to do it. Alright, and so now what I want to do is get myself like a kind of a church belly vibe here, and I think I'm going to be able to find this in the Anna 2 synth from Sonic Academy. This synth is actually really cool, has a lot of cool sounds to it, and it's a little bit hectic. Yo, Evans Explosions, what's up? Alright, that's gonna fuck with it. I'm gonna turn that down. Oh, nope. Alright, a little bit bright and, you know, a bit messy, but nothing that a filter can't fix. Just gonna pull out. Alright, let's start adding some drums. Those two. Don't put a kick drum in there. Alright, instead of trying to fix that, I'm just gonna delete that, copy, repeat that, join, bam. And I want to use actually I'm gonna put this onto a percussion track here. So I'm gonna take this out. Oh hell yeah, Prime Audio getting set up on BeatStars, that's sick. Get up in that bish. Alright, so I kind of want to do something to this snare track to vibe it up a bit. Normally I would just run this EQ, but instead I think I'm gonna fuck with it. Like I'm gonna try and run it through some shit. So I'm gonna use the virtual mix rack from Slate here. I'm gonna start by running it through a tube compressor, sorry, tube preamp, and that's just kind of taken off a lot of the... Actually, I might just bring the mix back down a little bit. So it's kind of bringing those sounds a little bit closer together in what they are, but still kind of keeping that differentiation between them. Next up, I want to pull out a lot of the high end, and I want a flavorful EQ for this, so I'm going to use normally I'd use the Neve, but I think I'm going to go the API for this one, just because like I got no actual reason why. I'm going to hit the high frequency as a shelf rather than a notch, bring it way down to 2.5 and just like rip out. And I'm also going to boost up the low mids. And finally, I'm going to bring back some of that attack by adding this compressor here, putting a slow attack on it, a fast release, bumping the ratio up to about 4. So this is without any processing, and this is after. Kind of lo-fied the whole thing a little bit. I'm sure there'd be an easy way to do that, but I enjoy the process sometimes. Alright, and now I'm just going to add some reverb. One thing I just want to do real quick is just turn down that initial one a little bit. So just going to add this cymbal pattern in here. Fucked it up. Cool. With these cymbals, I want to give them some vibe as well, so I'm going to run them through Centaurus just to give them a bit of chorus. Centaurus for the chorus. I'm going to give them stereo. I'm going to take them, like, they sit in this rate section here. Can I make that so that it's not synced to the timing of the song? Hey. Huh. Nick Terra, what's going on? Silver Beats, what's going on? Good to have you guys on here. I appreciate it. Yo, thanks so much. If you want to know what chords I'm using, it is D major, which you can't hear there, and just the third of that in its minor form, so F sharp minor. D major, F sharp minor. That's it. Actually, I don't mind the Centaurus being a little bit weird there. Everybody's up in this bitch right now. Alright, so now I'm going to take this to a trap. Take this to the world of trap. We're going to give it some fancy 32nd note triplets on this hi-hat. Really kind of clicky hi-hat up the top here. Really subtle stuff. I love this one. This one. Gonna use them as like it is a strange snare. I don't think you may not have seen the process that I went through to get that that snare sound, but it took me what it is just it's two different two snares layered up, and I ran it through like tube saturation, a bunch of EQ where I've taken out a whole bunch of high end, added some low mids, and put some compression on there, and so without it, it sounds like this. Really like low, mid, heavy. Now, alright, I'm going to keep working on these hi-hats here. Reason is your god. Do you record do you do your guitar work in Reason? That is an interesting thing, because I haven't used Reason since Reason 4, and I would only use it as a plugin within Pro Tools to get synth and drum sounds in. So I am like way off when it comes to what Reason's capable of. But yeah, do you record your guitars in Reason? Silver Beats uses Studio One, so he's not used to it. I mean, everybody's got a different DAW that they use. I wouldn't be able to use Reason or Studio One, so... I'm going to replay that. Alright, I got it right the first couple of times, so I'm just going to do the old copy paste there. This is called musical cheating. Fucked that one up. Cool. Cool kick sound. Almost random in the kick pattern. Like, I mean, the start one's the same every time. And layering up that kick to get a better sound. Magic's Music Maker. I've never heard of that. I'd love to check it out. Magic's Music Maker. Alright, cool. That is when your bass is tuned too high. first ever guitar lead was born from factory preset in Thor. It's called Analog Lead. I run it through Grind Machine 2 and Soft Tube Bass Amp. Okay, up to Supermassive. You got a fair building block for authentic guitar leads. Man, that's intense. Be a better player. Some of these triggered on the off. One thing I'm going to do here is quantize note length. Sometimes important to do. Just going to quantize it to the standard operate. Oh, maybe I should go slightly more than standard. Let's go 2 operate. Oh my god. Still too long on these bitches. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to play with these a little bit because they're not exactly where I want them to be. I'm going to a little bit smoother, taking it off the always chorus. Nice wide bass. Love it. Oh, you know what? Like, I normally use decapitator. You know what I haven't used in quite a while that's kind of cool? The sausage fattener. Show max specs. Alright, I mean, if you want. Well, give me a sec. I'll just tell you the max specs. It's running Catalina, the latest version. I've done an update recently. It's a 2017 15-inch MacBook Pro. 3.1 gigahertz, Core i7, 16 gig of RAM, and the Radeon processor on there. Yeah. They're my max specs. So it's nothing special. It was actually it was the top of the line when I bought it. The only thing that I didn't absolutely spec out when I bought this laptop was the hard drive space. So I did boost it up. I think the standard was like half a gig. I went with I think I went with 2 gig. 1 gig. All right, if you want my honest opinion, if I had the choice of going i7 or i9 when I bought this, I would have bought the i9. I would have got the 32 gig. I would have got the i9. I would have spec'd it out, and I'll tell you why. And that is because this over here, I have a computer, like an old laptop, MacBook, that I bought in 2009, my friends. And this is what I'm using to talk to you guys on. And I spec'd that out when I bought it. And it is still 2009. It's a Core 2 Duo, so it's old. But I spec'd it out. I used it I still use it as my main my main Vision computer. I process all my Vision through it. Okay, so you have issues. No, I don't have issues with the i7. I believe that you should spec out whatever you get, so that it lasts as long as possible before you have to buy another computer. And I feel like if you don't spec out what you buy, especially if it's a Mac, which is going to be expensive anyway, like you're spending money anyway. And laptop from 97. I didn't even know they had laptops in 97. Fuck. Yeah, if you're gonna spend money on a MacBook, which is gonna cost you heaps, you may as well get it. Just do it right. Otherwise, you'll always be kicking yourself and being like, "Fuck, I should have gone the level up. I should have done this. I'm lagging. That's because of this." If you get the full, if you go full throttle, you know that you kind of fuck that up. Anyway, let's keep going. I haven't used the sausage fattener on a fucking bass like this before, but I have to say, I really like it. I mean, obviously it's cranking up the volume a bit. It's a little bit too much. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna crank it up a bit. The one thing I like about this plugin is that when the noise hits, the shit vibrates and the sausage gets angry. I just think that's funny. And you got it's just a fun. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna run a filter to get rid of noise in that high end. So if I run the color back, I think it just kind of makes it a bit more aggressive. Thinking about dirty mod. Thinking about building a desktop and figuring out a way to put Mac OS on it. Yeah, you can do that. And I've used computers like that before. One thing I used. Oh, I've heard some stuff from the Output guys. What was that one that they've been plugging all over the internet recently? There's man, I have so many plugins. It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, wait, sorry. Grind machine 2, I guarantee for an instant shredder. I appreciate that. I will definitely check that out. So putting Mac OS on a PC, unless Exhale's their most famous one. Unless you're unless you're you're using your Mac OS for a particular purpose, I don't think it's worth putting Mac OS on a PC, because the point, the whole reason a Mac and Mac OS and all of that kind of stuff is so special, and people like me who love Mac do love Mac is because everything integrates really well with each other. That means the hardware integrates with the OS integrates with the native software. So Logic, I believe, works for me really, really, really well because it is made to work not only with the OS, like specifically with the OS that's in there, but it's also made to work specifically with the hardware that is in here. So everything functions kind of together, and it's a nice little package, and it does have its issues. It does fuck up, but I used to have a lot more of a problem with Pro Tools. So I mean, you're talking to a guy who spent a lot of money on this computer, so like I'm gonna back it up no matter what. But I love Logic. I think like I was using Pro Tools for about nigh on 10 years. I was using Pro Tools religiously. That's the only DAW I would use, and I got Mac OS when I started thinking about making beats, and when I bought this computer, and I used it a couple of times, and then I said, shit, this thing is fucking insane. All your friends tell you to get Ableton. Yeah, I mean, Ableton's amazing. I don't disagree. Ableton is good, but I prefer... Your DAW is like your favorite. Yeah, exactly. I don't like... Alright. Here's some things that, like... I mean, there's no hard and fast laws. I don't believe anything's like... There's no rules in making music, but I think that Pro Tools is really shit for writing music, like making beats, making music. I would not use Pro Tools for writing music. I would not use Ableton or Fruit Loops for Fruity Loops, FL Studio, whatever you want to call it. I would not use either of those for recording / precision recording editing. So like I'm talking about if you're recording bands, like big drum stuff, you're doing drum comping. I would not use either of those DAWs for that process because even Reason, because I don't think they're made for it. What I love about Logic is it is very good at both of those processes. I believe that Pro Tools is probably better at sound editing and comping. It's just, like Pro Tools is probably better at precision editing of audio, in my opinion. Ableton and Fruity Loops are probably slightly better than Logic at speed writing, like getting ideas down at like beat making. But I do a lot of both, and I just love Logic, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, that's something about Reason that's really cool, is you kind of get a vibe with it. Yeah, I mean, Pro Tools is the industry standard. Oh yeah, what was I doing? I was going to add a filter in here. Jesus Christ, you guys got me on a tangent up in this bitch. So I'm just getting rid of that real gritty stuff at the top. I'm just gonna turn the resonance down. That's some fucking filth up there. That's really loud. I'm gonna turn that down. That's it. I'm gonna fix up my playing in a sec, don't you worry about that. What I'm gonna do is run this velocity processor up in here, and I'm gonna go BAM on that bitch, drop that down so it's all like hell yeah, of course. Primordia, I'm hella down. Oh, fucked up that note, didn't I? Came in a little bit too early there. There we go. Yeah, sure thing, Nathaniel. NoisySauce@gmail.com if you want to send me anything. I'll be about. I'll do stuff with it. I'll have fun. We'll hang out. You know how it be. Okay, so we got a bit of stuff going on with this. If you guys want, this is, man, I have a few favorite things. This is one of my favorite instruments of all time, or presets even of all time. It is from Massive, and it's called the Bell or Pad. Not only is it an amazing bell, but it also has just like beautiful pad sound to it. Like, that's a beat right there. Just like, and the cool thing is it sounds awesome down below. And also I digress. Really cool. If you get Massive, that is such a good preset. I love it. I love it. Oh hell, bro! I don't know if you see in the background, but I got a lot of guitars as well, so I'm down for some guitar stuff. If you want to play around with something like that, that'd be fucking sick. Alright, final thing I want to add is just a boom at the start of each two bars. No, that's pretty good. And this is just going to be subtle. This is from Contact's Action Strikes. This is just to add a little bit more excitement to the start. I don't really want it to be super audible. It's just want to add like a little pump up there. I'd double hit that on the last hi-hat note at the end of your 16th. Oh, like on the... Like a second one there with the going along with that snare, you mean? Like on this beat here. Like that one. I hear what you're saying. I'd probably go something less low end, like that. But I hear what you're saying. I'm gonna chuck that in and see what. Oh, that's actually really cool. Primordial with the suggestions. Alright, cool. That is enough. There's too much going on now. I'm going to start arranging this into a beat. Plus, I got to start work soon, motherfuckers. I got to get this beat done before I got to start work. Shit. This is just a little intro. What is the mood for the beat? I don't know, that's up for you. No, what do I want to... Get rid of those tuned snares. You know what? When you say it sounds like a reflective bedtime for you at 2 a.m. or 02 a.m. That's not too bad. It's when you say the reflective train journey, I have a feeling that extra snare that I put at the start of each beat, that kind of gives that like TikTok-y or like train journey kind of vibe, and that is kind of what I was going for. I was thinking more of a clock, but I can see how it would also be like a train thing. See if these strikes work in this pre-chorus. What happened there? Oh shit. Oh shit. Hopefully that didn't deafen you guys. I don't know what has gone on here, but my computer is putting out a whole bunch of just noise. There we go, look at that. The stereo out, and I don't know what is causing it. The bass, it looks like. Oh shit, everything. Piano out. Oh no, sorry, not. That wasn't the bass. Something's causing that to go hectic. Don't know what it was, but let me Alright, I think we're back. Nah, I think it was just a glitch. Luckily these things have fucking filters on them that cause no, not filters, limiters on them that stop it from like blowing up. Because I think it was just like infinite noise going in. I am running my computer extremely hard right now, so. It's doing it again. Yeah, don't know what's causing that. It's weird. Oh, my synths are too loud. I've just decided. Synths are a bit too loud. Let's create something weird for the bridge here. Not sure how the DSP is looking. I've pretty much done anyway. I'm not really that fussed about it. There is where we're going to finish. And now I'm going to go through and delete all of the plugins that I'm not using. This might clean up a lot of my processing and stuff too, which will be good. Much cleaner. Alright. And let's also have a look at adding my NoisySauce riser up in here. Even though I put my beat tag on anything, this sound is probably as much of an indicator that it's a NoisySauce beat as that, because this is my signature sound and I put it on fucking everything. What the fuck? There we go. Turn it down a bit. Like, that's mint. That is fucking mint. Up in there. Couple more of these on all the choruses. That note on that flat note on your quet section. Quet section. You talking about this guy? The flat notes? I think the now that you're talking about attack, I feel like this has a little bit too much attack. I'm just gonna oh, that's so much better. I don't know if that's what you were talking about, but I had to get rid of attack. I hate attack on the high synth. On the bell, this guy. Yeah, I like it. Nah, I'm gonna keep it. I appreciate it though. Oh, I thought you were talking about the bell. Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you. That was a little bit too harsh. And yes, let's get rid of that shit. I hate attack on a lot of my synths, so yeah, I 100% agree with you.
Throwing some sauce on that beat.
I'm just putting my beat tag throughout the whole track.
Throwing some sauce on that beat.
Yeah, maybe a bit quieter.
Throwing some sauce on that beat. Throwing some sauce on that beat.
Alright, let's do some master bus processing up in this bitch. First thing I'm going to do is check my spectrum analyzer, which is courtesy of Pro Q2 from FabFilter. This is just an EQ, but it's got an amazing spectrum analyzer in there. You can just... Alright, look at this. That's fairly good. One thing I'm not a big fan is how high that hat peaks up in those like kind of really high frequencies. So I can't hear that well on that really high end stuff, like high frequency stuff. So I feel like that's like hitting way above everything else, and I kind of want to like calm that down, because I don't want really high piercing stuff. I don't know, you guys in the chat here, if you've got really good high-end hearing, let me know if you can hear that like really piercing through. But I'm just going to wipe out some of that high end, because I just don't like having things that I can't hear piercing at that level. Like, just taking off the very tops there. I still think it's actually a bit too loud as well. Especially since that's supposed to just be like a kind of a... like a little extra bit for the normal hats. And I think the normal hats can come up a bit. Bass is a bit hectic. Doing that thing again. Don't know why it's doing it. Yeah. I like it. Got a fairly balanced sound all around. Obviously it's got a lot more lows than highs, but this kind of beat like is very like low end, like underwater vibe. That bass is so loud. High pass everything above 3K as a side chain from the master bus and narrow everything below. That's interesting. Interesting. That's a cool, when you say narrow, you mean like make mono, or like make more mono, I guess, like narrow the stereo. Because I'm like, I used to make stuff low end mono, but as you can hear with my bass here, I make it kind of wide these days. Just because like, I know it's going to change on different systems and stuff, but I listen to this on my bass, on my sub, and if it's fucking with that, then I'm like, yeah, no, that sucks. But a lot of this stuff works, man. Like even having some wide bass, it just sounds so much more epic. Highs above the bass. Oh, that's cool. That is a cool... Oh man, there's stuff going on here. There's like clicks and pops. I think I'm running my processing pretty high right now. Bit of a compressor here. This is not doing anything too hectic, just like kind of checking the glue here, just taking out 1 dB with the compressor, which then leads me to my limiter, which I'm gonna turn your output down right now. We're going to pull this down, and just take off the peaks here. And this is just to get it to a point where it can be released as a beat. I'm not mastering this beat. Just letting... Oh wait, with the stereo imager, it's how I pull the highs above the bass. The main idea is to not send the low stuff to the master compressor. It overpowers it. Okay, that's interesting. And makes the mix very quiet as a result. I get that. I'm not mastering this beat so I'm not running any heavy compression. All I'm doing with this compressor and limiter is kind of getting it to a point where I can push it out to a engineer. I feel like if I master this too much, then it can't be unmastered when the engineer Yeah, exactly. We'll do that in the mixing. Ed Vance says, what program are you using? I am using Logic Pro X, and so I used to produce with a Motive 6 keyboard, but sold it for a drug called K2. Bro, I'm sorry you sold your I'm sorry you sold your producer gear for drugs. I hope that you're back on the music and back off the drugs. And I'm sorry to hear, man. All right. I mean, with the name K2, I'm guessing it's going to be some kind of derivative of ketamine, but I mean, I'm not big in drugs, so I don't really know. But that's going to be my guess there. All right, let's play through this beat start to finish. I'm gonna call this a day because I got to go to work right now. But I'm gonna play this through. Rocking the world, $300 worth of gear. Are you talking drugs or gear, like music gear? I'm gonna play through this thing start to finish. Let's check it out.
Throwing some sauce on that beat.
Good stuff, Primordia. Yeah, I don't think you don't need much to make great music. I know dudes out there making killer beats just on their phones, which I think is super cool. That's it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate having you on there. I feel like the banter today was phenomenal. I received my first ever over 100 messages in one stream today, which I'm super grateful for. I feel like Primordia, you are the first, you are the driving force behind that. So thanks so much for being on this. The first album was made using chords. Man, you're like, I love that shit. Keep doing you. Keep doing stuff with cheap gear, and man, spread that word out, because I feel like people think that you need a lot of gear, and I mean, I'm a bad example because I have a lot of gear, but that's only because I have built up over time. But yeah, you don't need much to get started. Hell yeah, bro. Alright, I'm a peace out. Thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna catch you guys next